Neil Young, Heart of Gold. Saturday, isn't it? Probably gonna stay in. Usually on a Saturday. Oh fuck! Party time, mental. I'm like, you just like, nah, staying. I stay in every Saturday. For the last sort of 20 or so years. Anyway, but I want to stay in tonight anyway. There's a lovely episode of Porridge, which is a classic British sitcom for anyone around the world. It's a prison comedy, and it's about this guy called Fletcher who he's an habitual, and he gets this young guy, Godber, in his cell, and you realise that his job is trying to make this kid not make the same mistakes. He's sort of a father figure to him. And it might even be the first episode where, to make this kid feel better, he goes, "Should we go out tonight?" And the kid goes, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, let's just go down to the pub, and then after we can go for a curry." And he goes, what would you have? What are you having? What would you? And they talk about it. And then Fletcher just goes, "No, let's just have a quiet night in." It's really sweet. So that's what we're doing now, isn't it? We're just having a quiet night in. I asked for some questions, didn't I? So look what I got. I got a few here. Emma Dolan, the film you love. Oh, that's a really good one. Oh, I don't know. Because if I love them, I probably don't think they're... I don't know. You mean like a guilty pleasure? I suppose I watch films on purpose and know they're shit on planes. Like, that's the only time I'll watch a film about, I don't know, one man saving America from, a foreign force or aliens or something. That's when I watch one of those daft things. I think I've watched both of those. Was it London Has Fallen, then LA Has Fallen? Well, I watched both of those on a plane. But then you get a little gem that's meant to be, escapism. But it's really like the perfect aeroplane film for me is Limitless. Amazing. I loved it. I watched it twice. Watched it on the plane and then got it on DVD. So yeah. I'll watch on an aeroplane. When you've got 7 or 8 hours, you want a bit of escapism, and you let it off a little bit more because altitude. You go, yeah, that's all right, isn't it? Free champagne. Go on. Sheila Hudgkins says, "What's your favourite book you've ever read, and are you reading anything now?" Now, I've got to confess, I assume, which means like novels, and I never have read novels really, or fiction, unless I had to for like O level or something. I've read one novel sort of by choice as an adult, which was Catcher in the Rye, and I absolutely loved it. But it was like doing a marathon. I just sort of think, right, I've done it now. I've done that. I read a book. Yeah, I haven't got the right brain for fiction because I think my own thoughts kick in. They get in the way what I do. I do read, but I read non-fiction. I read science and philosophy. And if I'm walking along and I think of something, I want to know the answer, so I'll come home and Google it and read all about it. Like the other day, I was thinking, hold on, when I'm in a plane and you go through the clouds and it says external temperature minus 50 degrees, you're going through the clouds, which are water vapour, but mind how are they not frozen? And if they're frozen, how do they stay up there? How does ice float? I'm not going to tell you the answer, but I came back and I learned all about clouds. So that's what I do. What was your favourite Christopher Hitchens moment? I love Hitchens. There's too many. It was so good. It was so good. I got a personal moment where he wrote to me, he got my email and he wrote to me and he invited me for a pint when I was next in Washington and never got around to it. Yeah, he was great. Ollie is the best. Asks, how are you feeling? Fine. Are you painting anything new? No. It's so funny. Like, it was about maybe 2 weeks ago, I was going past the art shop in Hampstead and I thought, I'll get a new canvas. And then I didn't. And then a couple of days later, obviously all the shops shut. Apart from non-essentials, which art equipment isn't essential. Imagine getting caught out in the curfew. What are you doing now? I need some magenta. I need some titanium white. I've run out. Yeah. People keep asking me, I've said this before, can I bring forward Afterlife 2? Can't do it. They can't do it. I've checked. So watch Afterlife 1 again. Is there anyone watching this who hasn't watched Afterlife, the first season? I can't. I mean, I find that hard to believe after all I've done for you that you haven't watched. What? Arguing my greatest artistic achievement. So watch that. Before that, though, when everyone's been watching The Invention of Lying again, which went on Netflix this year, so that's lovely. It's like 10 years old, and had a new lease of life. So thanks for that. The Invention of Lying. Watch that if you haven't watched it. Afterlife. Invention of Lying. Ghost Town comes to Netflix on the 1st of April. My first movie. My first lead in a movie. And that's very, very sweet. A very sweet film. Really feel good, magical. It's not Christmassy, but it's got that vibe of It's a Wonderful Life or something like that. Ghost Town, 1st of April. This turns out to be just a big plug, isn't it? It's a Ricky Netflix this month. Willoughby's, my first animated feature as a producer, and I play the cat, of course, based on Ollie. And that's April 22nd, and then the big one, Afterlife 2, April 24th. People were planning sort of watching parties, but now that's no, unless it's your family you're self-isolating with. And if someone you know hasn't got Netflix, give them your password. Is that allowed? I think Netflix are all right with that, aren't they? Give them your password. Or is that too tricky? Do I have to know too much? Or if you've got a relative who hasn't got Netflix or can't afford it, and buy it for them. That's what a lovely gift. What a lovely gift in these times of trouble. Buy someone you know Netflix for a couple of months so they can watch all the best programs and Afterlife. Then they can watch. What a lovely idea. I feel emotional that I've come up with such a beautiful idea that is absolutely no skin off my nose. That doesn't cost me anything. Oh dear. I'll say hello to some people. Oh, here we go again. Look at that. I look like a little mole coming out of the ground, and it's sunnier than I thought. Trying to read your names. Can't wait. Derek. Oh, the award room. No, it's just no. Well, yeah, but it's my study in my house, not my office. That's not in my house, my office. This is just my little. It's sort of, I don't know. It's got a desk. I'm sitting at my desk, and there's lots of awards. Everyone share Netflix. It's a great idea. Oh, someone's just said sharing Netflix in America is illegal. Will I get in trouble? Don't do that then. But you can, I don't know, you share it with the family, can't you? Can't you have on different devices? Oh, just buy it for them then. Is that legal? Can someone buy someone else Netflix? Of course you can. I saw that question that I did, the 3 people who'd like to be self-isolating with, doing the rounds, and I foolishly chose Winston Churchill, Sir Isaac Newton, and a random caveman, because I said, the caveman wouldn't know who the other 2 were, and then someone pointed out, yeah, but Isaac Newton wouldn't know who Churchill was. It's a good point. I'd introduce him. What else? Any questions? Do the dance. I can't do the dance. Too weak and old. I saw people making jingles out of the stupid things I said. That's always nice. I have 2 golden retrievers. I love dogs. Yeah, I love dogs. Oh, it's so frustrating when you go out for your bit of exercise once a day. All the dogs I used to scruffle. You've got to keep away from people. Just sort of way. The dog's thinking, what the sing Hamster on a Piano. I'll post a link. It's from Derek. What's Derek? Derek. Nobody's this bored yet. Can I do an impression? Can I? Who do you want? I'll do any impression you want. Call them out. Just call out any impression. I'm like a fucking chameleon. Right? Go on. Right, first one, call an impression out. Right? Right, Clint Eastwood. Okay? Oh, go ahead, punk. Make my day. Go on. Try. See what you. Go on, another one. That's Clint Eastwood. Everyone knows who that is. I didn't have to say it. I'll do one without having to say it, right? Okay? Okay, yeah, right. Okay, I won't say it. So who's this? Are you looking at me? It seems like you've been looking at me. Yeah, you better not be looking at me. Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver. What else? Come on, anyone you want, as hard as you like. Even. Oh yeah, okay. Though this is tough. No, I can't do that. I'll do that. This is too tough. Only because I can't speak German. That probably gives you a clue who they wanted me to do, and I don't want to do any hand gestures because someone has screen grab it. Liam Neeson. Okay, right, I'll do that. Right, I will find you, and I will kill you. How? Liam Neeson. Bill Cosby. No. No. Come on. Children might be watching. Come on. Al Pacino. Right, okay, yeah. I can do him in Scent of Woman. Hoo-ah! Right. I can't see, so give us a hand. Give us a hand round here, will you? Hoo-ah. Oh, what are you wearing? What is that on? I like it. I like it. Hoo-ah! Marilyn Monroe. Oh yeah, that's tough. I'll do it when she was singing "Happy Birthday" to Kennedy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Really? The people still, they're going to be very similar. Right, here they come. No, not doing Rolf Harris, not doing Jimmy Savile. In fact, they're ones you can actually do quite easily, can't you? Prince Andrew, good one. Gordon Ramsay. Right, yeah, I'm not paying you. I can chop these nuts in. Right, how? Gordon Ramsay. Abe Lincoln. No, I won't take my hat off. I'm watching the play. How? The Queen. That's tough. That is tough. He's a what? Dirty little. That'll do, won't it? Stay well. Watch telly. See you tomorrow. Cheers.
Probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
yes,
right?
Without a doubt, you are invited.
That is so generous of you. Cheers to that.
See you at the White.
It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So...
Sean Diddy Combs was stoic as the judge handed down his 50-month sentence. That's more than 4 years. Now, Sean Combs, from my observation sitting inside that courtroom, did not have much of a reaction as his fate was handed down to him. It was actually moments before that he got emotional, crying when he spoke to the judge, which was the first time that he had addressed the court at length throughout his entire 2-month trial. Now, he faced his children and he said, "I am sorry, I have failed you as a father." He then looked at his mother sitting in the gallery of the courtroom and said, "You raised me better than this." And that is when his voice was cracking and when he began to cry. But here's what the judge said when he scolded Combs. He said, quote, "History of good work cannot wash away this case." He said that he used his abuse to get your way. He asked Combs, why did the abuse continue for so long, that being the abuse against Cassie and Jane? And he said, quote, "Because you had the power and resources to keep it going and you didn't get caught."
Talking of all you parents, it was a big year. It was a big year for movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care.
We're hearing from our affiliates who were inside that courtroom that Sean Diddy Combs put his hands together in a prayer motion, looked at the jury and said, thank you, before falling to his knees. His family were in the courtroom. There was applause, cheering as well as his mother left the court. She blew kisses to supporters that have been waiting outside. Now, as you mentioned, the verdict is in and it is split on that most serious charge, 1 count of racketeering and conspiracy. He was found not guilty. That was the charge that would have carried life in prison. He He was found not guilty of sex trafficking and also of those 2 counts, but he was found guilty on those 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, those charges do still carry 10 years, a maximum of 10 years behind bars, so he could still be facing up to 20 years in prison. Now, even with that guilty verdict, this is a legal victory for Sean Diddy Combs. He has been acquitted of the most serious charges against him. His defence had argued that, yes, there was domestic violence, yes, there was drug use, alcohol use, but that he should not be judged for his sexual preferences, that it was all consensual. Now, the star witness in this case was Cassie Ventura, his former girlfriend. Her lawyer spoke briefly outside the courtroom.
The reaction is that we're pleased that he's finally been held responsible for 2 federal crimes, something that he's never faced in his life. We're hopeful that ultimately he receives a substantial sentence for what he's done, and we're pleased that Cassie's brought to light everything that has happened in this trial.
So as mentioned, he is still facing up to 20 years in prison. A judge will hand down that sentence. A date has not been set yet. Sean Diddy Combs remains in custody at the moment. But look, he could walk out in a matter of hours. There is a bail hearing set for later today, and we'll bring you those updates when we have them.
I mean, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets. Hello? Lucky for me, the Hollywood foreign press can barely speak English. And they've no idea what Twitter is, so I got offered this gig by fax.
The bad boy. Oh, he's bad boy now. Signing the bad boy. Here's your icon alert. It's called He's Bad Boy Now. Bad boy. Bad boy.
50 Cent's highly anticipated documentary about Sean Diddy Combs is officially here. And we hear from 2 jurors from the Diddy trial, some accusers who spoke out for the documentary, and 50 Cent got his hands on some footage that Diddy claims belongs to him.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
I reached out to Sean Combs' spokesperson, who tells me that the reason why that personal footage exists is because Sean Combs has been documenting his own life since he was 19 years old. They say that this footage was captured from a personal videographer hired by Sean Combs.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time. Because you'll see people saying that. I mean, he may feel a different way about pieces and bits of it, but he knows the truth.
His lawyers even sent a cease and desist letter to Netflix, which I have obtained. I reached out to Netflix and they referred me to a statement from the documentary's director who says, quote, "It came to us, we obtained the footage legally and have the necessary rights."
Well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay? 3 hours long.
Justin Timberlake, he's been in the news. I did a tweet, I don't know if you know, it sort of went viral and it even made the newspapers, that when he was arrested for drunk driving, I sent him a tweet saying, as a joke, this didn't happen. It happened that I sent him this tweet, but I didn't really send him any Dutch Barn vodka. I just went, did you get that bottle of Dutch Barn vodka I sent you? That's the joke. And it went mad. I did think of a joke. I wouldn't tweet it. It's a bit harsh. I could do this to the Golden Globes. Right, this is it. It's a stupid joke. It's a pun. The joke was, if Justin Timberlake goes to prison he's going to hear the words sexy back a lot more often. Oh, there you go.
There's a lot of new information. No one had ever really put it together like that before.
For 50 Cent, he says he feels a sense of obligation.
Well, if I didn't say anything, you could assume that all of hip hop culture is comfortable with his actions.
You're also going to hear from Aubrey O'Day. She was in the girl band Danity Kane as part of making the band. She has an explosive allegation against Combs. And then there's quite a bit that focuses on the murders of Biggie and Tupac, and people from Combs's inner circle raising a lot of questions. People are going to also have a lot to say about that.
The police sent six officers to go and arrest a middle-aged couple for comments that they made in a WhatsApp group.
Well, since coming to office, I can announce today we've returned more than 24,000 people who have no right to be here. That would have taken the Rwanda scheme 80 years to achieve. That's what I mean about not giving in to gimmicks. Just focusing our efforts and resources on the nuts and bolts of removing people, getting the asylum system working properly. That's how we've delivered the highest return rates for 8 years and the 4 biggest return flights ever. We're also ramping up the deportation of foreign national offenders, with a new team of specialist frontline staff going into our prisons, speeding up the removal of prisoners who have no right to be in this country.
The point that I try to make to our European friends, and I think that there are friends, I believe that, I know President Trump does, is that friendship is based on shared values. You do not have shared values if you're jailing people for saying we should close down our border. You don't have shared values if you cancel elections because you don't like the result, and that happened in Romania. You do not have shared values if you're so afraid of your own people that you silence them and shut them up. So let's have shared values. Let's defend democracy. Let's have free expression, not just in the United States, but all over the Western world. That is the path to strong alliances in Europe.
No shortcuts, no gimmicks, just the hard graft of sleeves rolled up practical government, securing our borders, getting a grip on illegal migration, and delivering our plan for change.
Well, we were showing the Benny Hill British Police Force, but the truth is, of course, stranger than the comedy. This weekend, we've had the UK police arresting James and Rita, a dad, for comments that he made about his 9-year-old girl's school teachers on a WhatsApp.
Yes, this couple were held in a cell for 11 hours, arrested in front of their crying children.
Would you and Jane and Pickle ever move abroad? I mean, I've got no plans to. I'd never say never. There's no reason I wouldn't. And I love England. I love visiting loads of countries. Now, there's countries I can imagine living in. I can imagine living in loads of countries. And the winters would, unless something really, really bad happens and, society goes to hell and we have to get out.
So you can just imagine how traumatised those poor kids are. And James, after a 5-week investigation, there's no case to answer. We don't know what they posted in that WhatsApp group that alerted the police and had so many of them show up to their home to arrest them. Well, if you think there's free speech in the UK, you're kidding yourself at this point.
Exactly. Well, this is the thing. I mean, look at the footage you see there on the screen. The police sent six officers to go and arrest a middle-aged couple for comments that they made in a WhatsApp group. Now, we don't know what the comments were, so, but there's no indication that they were anything sort of threatening or anything like that. The best indication that we've gotten from news reports is that they were complaining about the recruitment teacher for a new teacher at their school.
I can't imagine being bothered to move out of England. But that's the time I think about it. In January and February when it's raining. When I get up and it's just raining and I can't even go for a walk, I go, fucking hell. Fucking England. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't mind winters. I don't mind if it's -10, if it's dry and I can still get about. Loads of nice countries that that are crispy and sunny and covered in snow and -10. Just this drizzle. Just when you wake up and it's like you're in a fucking cloud. Sort of literally and metaphorically. It's just depressing, isn't it? But most of the time, it's all right, isn't it?
We also know that the couple, that their eldest daughter at the school does have some epilepsy and neurodivergence issues, and they were not allowed to meet with the school to talk about these medical issues. So it sounds like these parents had a real grievance. But the fascinating thing here, well, fascinating but also chilling thing, is the way the UK has now become this sort of place where it's a real dystopia. You know, the cops knock on your door for saying the wrong thing online. And for the country that supposedly gave us free speech, that gave us the Areopagitica, which gave us all of these great defenses of liberty, to now be in this place where they charge you with a non-crime, hate crime or whatever, and the process is punishment, I think it's a disgrace.
Well, also, James, you say that we don't know what the crime is, what they said on that WhatsApp group. But nor does the guy who's being charged.
Yeah.
The police wouldn't even tell him what he'd actually said that was wrong.
But it was
that's terrifying.
Sufjan Stevens. The only thing, I use that as the last song on Series 2 of Afterlife. Beautiful. How are you? Exciting times. In America and for the rest of the world, I think. Which is a good thing, of course. Where are you watching this from? Stressed? Upset? It's not over yet. What are you upset about? I don't know whose side you're on. Going slightly mad. Crazy in the US. Forget the election. Forget all natural disasters. Forget that we're a dying species on a dying planet, circling a dying sun. Let's get to the important stuff.
They kept telling you that Kamala was the candidate for women, but most women voted Trump, and overwhelmingly so in the case of white women. They kept telling you that women in America cared more about abortion than they did about the price of milk and eggs and housing and gasoline. They really believed that. But women in America need eggs and milk more often than they need an abortion. This rabid preoccupation with liberal nostrums, with a dogma more dogmatic than any of the Holy Roman Catholic and Apostolic Church. The dogma of liberalism is what has done them. They don't understand that the vast majority of people out there in America, in Europe, all over the Western world, the vast majority of people don't give a toss about all that. They're interested in their lives. It's the economy, stupid. It's the culture, stupid. It's the sense of being secure and part of your own country and not despised and reviled by the people who rule you. Kamala Harris, like Hillary Clinton before her, showed it all over again and again and again. This was, above all, a revolt of the American working class. One of the great gains of this campaign is the abandonment of this ludicrous term, middle class, to describe blue-collar union labor in the United States of America. Suddenly everyone is talking about the working class in America. It is the working class in America, of all colors, that has been peniorized, has been anathematized, slandered and smeared as ignorant, as illiterate, as lacking in the social graces, as garbage, as deplorables. It's the working class what done it for Donald Trump. and he better not disappoint them. If Donald Trump picks the monsters from the swamp like he did last time and puts them in charge of vital areas of America's national life, his administration will fail. If he genuinely puts America first, he will succeed. He will make America great again. I say this with all love to the American people. Stay home and fix house. Get your soldiers out of Syria. Get your soldiers out of Iraq. Get your material, men, money, and diplomatic support out of Ukraine. Get out from under the mass murderer Benjamin Netanyahu. Go home, America. I say it with love. Go home, America. Yankee, go home and fix your own country. Fix your roads. Fix your bridges. Fix your railways. Fix your housing stock. Fix the living standards of your own people. Fix the racial and other divides amongst your countrymen and women. Heal yourselves, physician, before seeking to heal the rest of us. We love you, but we don't need you. We don't want to be you. We won't agree to be ruled by you. And that's in your interest to heed this call. Heaven knows God blessed America. Heaven knows from sea to shining sea, you have been blessed with everything that nature can bestow. Use it. Use it for good, for the good of your own people. First and foremost. Put America first, Mr. Trump. Keep the neocon, reocon, retread, recycled, George Bush, warmongering, genocide-loving, Elliot Abrams, John Bolton, Mike Pompeo, to the garbage can with them. Give RFK Jr. the power to tackle Big Pharma. Give Tulsi Gabbard the power to pursue at least a remotely ethical foreign policy. Clean house, clean the Augean stable of all these criminals that hunted you. This is the greatest comeback since the rumble in the jungle, since Muhammad Ali shuffled and flattened the big ugly bear George Foreman, though Kamala Harris will never make a living selling barbecue sets after this. Matter of fact, she can go back to finally working in McDonald's, where she never worked all along. She can go back to being an Indian. She can drop her kaleidoscope of accents. A Southern belle here, down with the kids in the ghetto there. She can stop pretending all the identity politics mess that she has draped herself in throughout her career and throughout this electoral campaign. This comeback of yours, Donald Trump, gives you an enormous mandate. And you can't run again. You don't need to do anything to please these special interests, these lobbyists that will now be swarming around you, as earlier they were swarming to destroy you. President Trump, you have 4 years to make America genuinely shining city on a hill. You'll be greatly helped by the mass exodus of all of those that promised they were leaving the country. Bono was going to leave life. He's going to drive a car off a cliff. Hundreds are gathering at cliff tops all over the country, waiting for him to show up and keep his promise. Tom Hanks is going to take a one-way ticket to Canada.
Oh, well, there you go. That was a load of bucks, wasn't it? I've had lots of requests from people to sponsor this, but they keep coming up with ideas. You know, really good money, but doing things. And I don't want to do anything. I just want it to be this. So any companies, I'll do it if I can just say, this is a load of bollocks, sponsored by What's It, thanks for the money, here's a donation to animal charities, and then just do the normal show. I don't want to do anything but this. And, so, yeah, sorry about that. I wish I'd never asked now. I'm having to turn down really good money because I don't want to change this. I mean, that's ridiculous. Why? Well, let's stay sane. Be nice to animals. Cheers. Hold on, where's the thing to turn it off? It's gone. Oh no, it's still there. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye. Skill to it. I used to drive my own desk and everything in the early days. Yeah, see? I was doing all the buttons and talking and playing records. I mean, I was talking, which is a lot easier. Yeah. But I was talking and playing records. Not at the same time. In between. I was talking in between the records. You know how it works. Good. Where are you watching this? No. The Smiths, what a band, yeah. Also, some people are annoyed when you play the Smiths because they don't like Morrissey anymore. But it's irrelevant to me what he says now or what his politics are. Great band. Agree or disagree? I don't care. Right, we've got some questions. I've got loads of questions. People were waiting for this. When I say people, I mean pets, mainly. My demographic is mainly pets and strange people. Strange. It's you I'm talking about. I know some of you are normal, but yeah. Right. I did a tweet the other day about like why do Hollywood stars, not just Hollywood stars, but some musicians, just some famous people, but particularly actors. When you see an actor, right, and they're like weird in an interview, or they're just like, right, and they can't hide it, right? I want to go, but you're a good actor. Just act normal. Just all your life, pretend to be normal. But no one listens to me. Right, got some questions. Daniel, what was your first reaction when you read about the Oscars? I was annoying. I was really annoyed. Loads of. Well, first of all, I woke up on the Monday morning and I got texts from American friends going, "Oh, poor Chris." I was going, "Who's Chris?" Right? And then I saw, oh, fucking hell, yeah. I mean, that's the main thing. I don't know why. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't know what's going on in his life. I don't know why he did it. No one knows why he did it. He's got issues. I mean, it was double shocking that it happened at the Oscars with everyone in tuxedos. I mean, of course you see that thing in bars on a Saturday night, but not the most privileged people on the planet each other. Also, the main thing for me was totally unnecessary. There is no justification. That annoyed me when people were saying, "Oh, we deserved it. You shouldn't tell jokes about people." And the one that I blocked someone the other day for saying, "No, words are too." No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Anyone who tries to say that any freedom of speech justifies, that's what fucking leads to. And honestly, don't get me started on that. But the main thing about it was, whatever his justification, whether you think he deserved it, whether you think words of violence, any of that is, Chris Rock weighs about 140 pounds. He's the most gentle man, you know, so that was my thoughts. But I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I tried to avoid it. I couldn't. And I had like a warm-up gig the next night, and you can't go out there and not address it initially when it's a big thing like that, because people are going, what's he going to say about it? So I just went out and straight away said, I got no Will Smith material, and they laughed out of recognition. And I said, you know, I trended on Twitter that day. I trended. I wasn't even there. Nothing to do with me, because people were saying, what would Ricky Gervais have said? What would have happened to Ricky Gervais? Well, nothing. And I said this live. I said nothing would happen to me, because I wouldn't have told a joke about his wife's hair. I'd have told a joke about her boyfriend, and that was the joke. But someone from the press was in, and then that got put in the press, so I trended again. So I try and keep my mouth shut unless it's work, like a gig. And you don't expect the press. This is another thing, right? So I'm doing warm-up nights. Not even warm-ups, they're new material. I'm saying things for the first time. And press are in. And they tell the jokes. Don't fucking give away the jokes. Say you liked it or you hated it. Say it was brilliant or it was shit. Say everyone laughed or they gasped. But don't tell the fucking jokes. Why would you do that? You don't do it with films, do you? Don't give away the fucking jokes. Oh. Because I've got to start again. I've got to fucking come up with new jokes. Oh, God. But no, you don't hit someone over a joke, right? However bad it is, and it wasn't bad. That was like the tamest joke I would have ever have told. Jesus. And all these people saying, no, it was joking about... Someone said it was joking about her disability. Well, I'm going a bit thin, so I'm disabled. That means I can park right up next to Tesco's now. And I'm fat. That's a disease, isn't it? I'm fat and balding. I am. I should get fucking benefit. Oh, so that was my first thought, Daniel. Thanks for your question. Leopold and Loveday. Some animals disappear when their death is near. What? Oh, do you mean they go away and... Yeah. And they can sometimes detect another is dying. Do you think other animals have a sense of their own mortality or ageing like humans? I don't know. Well, they know they don't feel well. They know they don't feel like eating. They know, but I don't think they think, oh, I'm going the same way as old Harry who got hit by a Renault. I don't even think chimps think of their imminent demise. I could be wrong. I mean, they're aware of other. They know what death is, and you know they grieve and mourn and all that. But I don't know if they think, oh, you know, what happens when I die? I could be wrong. I know there's animal psychiatrists out there. Not are they aware of death or understand what that is, right? But are chimps aware of their imminent non-existence? I don't think. I think that's a very sophisticated thought. Could be wrong. Lindsay. Twice as intelligent, but live half as long, or live twice as long, but you're half as intelligent. Half as intelligent. I don't know what that would feel like, though. I don't know what scale it's on, and what being... I don't know what being half as intelligent is. Do you know what I mean? It could be like... It could feel like I'm a spud. How How intelligent am I? And what is half? Because it's not this IQ scale, is it? That wouldn't be, because that's an arbitrary. I mean, what is intelligence? There's lots of different. I don't know. I don't think I could risk. But then, would I care if I was half as intelligent? And would I be happy? I could live longer, but I wouldn't. It's awareness, isn't it? Life is awareness. That's the joy of life, understanding. Even though you understand that the tragedy and I think, oh my God. If I was still a bit bright and could enjoy life and do normal things, would I know that I was half as intelligent, or wouldn't I be that clever? Because that's the good thing about being stupid, isn't it? You don't know you're stupid. I'm torn. That's a great question. I'm torn. My instinct is to, because I don't know how long I'm going to live either. It's too late now, though, isn't it? Because I can't live half as long as I would have now, because I'd be dead. Because there was no way I was going to live to 120. So if I choose twice intelligent, I just go, oh, I understand, dead. Right? So that would be, I've got to choose half as intelligent now, haven't I? And live twice as long as I would have. So I'd be 180 and thick, right? Just going around going, I can, It's a good question in a stupid fucking way. Tricky that, isn't it? I'll give that to Sam Harris. Oh, you can get all three, now they've been up a while, you can get all three series of Absolutely Mental for $25. 31 episodes? That's value for money, isn't it? About $1 each. All that. It's like this, but smart, and you learn something, and there's two of us. And it's longer. And I still ask him some of these stupid fucking questions. What? You should have bought it anyway. I'm talking to you people. You've had this for free. You should buy it. You should buy Absolutely Mental. Just to feel good about yourself and not feel guilty about exploiting me. And as we know, I'm fat and bald, so technically disabled. That'll come back and haunt me. No, it won't. Still death, isn't there? Whatever happens, however bad things are, there's always death. So, that's how I look at it. It's quite comforting. Honestly, that sounds flippant, but it is quite comforting. When you stress about something, a tiny thing, and you go, oh yeah, well, when I'm dead, this won't matter. And you go, oh yeah, it doesn't matter now. Not great advice. Keena. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, that's a question, should I do live bollocks? Yeah. So, her question is, what do you enjoy most about creating a stand-up show? Well, creatively, ideas are the most exciting thing. That's when you get the adrenaline rush. Then you work out how to do them. And I love it all. I love every part of it. Right up to winning an award, right? I love every part of it, the creative process. But there's nothing as exciting. The only time I get an adrenaline rush is the initial idea, if you know what I mean. So it's that, coming up with new ideas. I love that. I'm loving the warm-up nights, the new material nights, because there's no pressure. You go further comedically. You can do anything because the audience know they're seeing things that might not make it. So it's not that you've gone out and go, it's finished, isn't this brilliant? And they go, it's not that good. So, I try and lower their expectations, and they've got in cheaper. And it makes it, in a way, it's more enjoyable than the real thing. Because it's a small venue. I'm doing it with my chums and winding each other up. It's a really hot ticket, you know, because there's so few seats, and it's just so much fun. I could do without the press being in, you know. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? Trying to create art. It's like they're putting their head round and looking at Michelangelo doing the Sistine Chapel going, you've missed a bit. I haven't fucking finished yet. I haven't finished. Don't tell people what I'm painting. Just say it was good. That's my analogy. My stand-up is like the Sistine Chapel, but better. So, can you please play the guitar behind you? It's always there, but it's such a tease because you hardly ever play it. Please. Maybe I'm trying to talk and I'm sounding really inarticulate. I can't read because my eyesight's going, right? Maybe I have just become half as intelligent. Maybe that first question was like the Twilight Zone, that I chose that, and so now this is the result. Because reading that, fuck me, I sounded thick. But it's my eyesight. Play something, anything you like. Okay, right. Oh, God. Sold my shack in Memphis, bought me a Chevrolet, 6-string in the back and a bottle of Jack, and I headed down to Mexico way, singing ooh la la la, ooh la 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 lay, ooh la 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 la. It's a beautiful day. It'd sound better if the guitar was in tune, but it was sprung upon me. I had no way of preparing for that. I think that's my favourite Brent song now, because it's like a real song. If you ignore the daft lyrics, it is like a. I mean, they all are. If you ignore the daft lyrics, they're all like real songs. But that's cracking tune, still available. iTunes, Life on the Road. Life on the Road's gone on to Disney Plus. Now I don't know how. Did they buy it? Did someone sell it? Do I make any money? I just saw people going, Life on the Road's on Disney Plus. I went, oh, is it? I thought it was exclusive to Netflix. Should I be getting a little bit of... How does it work? Is it subscription only? They must have bought it. What's going on? I'm being exploited because I've got the terrible disease of thinning hair. Rachel, do you have anything signed from someone you revered, and if so, what? Yeah. Three things spring to mind. I haven't really got autographs. I've never collected things like that. But I've got a signed Muhammad Ali glove. He sent me a letter when I did celebrity boxing, which is pretty amazing. I got that framed. Got that framed straight away with a little glove hanging by it. So that's, that's pretty amazing, I think. A signed glove to me and a little letter, that's probably the biggest. We've got, David Bowie. When I did, played Madison Square Garden, he introduced me and he did that little thing, a harmonica. Chubby Hill did that song, and then he signed it and gave it to me. So I've got a signed harmonica from David Bowie, a signed glove from Muhammad Ali, and... But this doesn't really count because I've got Christopher Guest, who's a friend, gave me the guitar he played in Spinal Tap. Didn't sign it because it was a gift, but that might be one of the greatest gifts ever. So those are pretty prized possessions. They're pretty good, aren't they? That is fucking amazing, actually. I've never thought about that before. 3 sort of heroes in 3 completely different. Like, if you look at sport, music, and comedy, I mean, that's a hell of a trio, isn't it? Yeah. Gunnar. Oh, happy birthday, Gunnar. Do you ever get empathy burnout or compassion fatigue? I feel you take a lot on personally. Do you mean like that can mean? I think I know what you. Do you mean like how helping charities and that? And sometimes you go, oh my god. If you mean, yeah, sometimes I go through Twitter and animal cruelty makes me go, oh god, really? Like I see things, I go, oh, for fuck's sake. And you try and do it all, and then you sort of feel, oh, this is pointless. It's a drop in the ocean. I mean, when you think about how many, there's a point to make as well. People say, oh, he only cares about dogs. That's just not true. I do loads of things I care about all animals. And I don't think we know anything, but obviously the biggest one is the factory farming. I think I've told you this before. Of the animals on land, I think something like 4% are wild. We're like 35%, and the rest of animals that are bred for us to eat. And so with that, you have to cut down complete jungles and forests to graze. You know, apart from the cruelty of keeping an animal to just eat it, that is the big, thing that's destroying the planet. And then also, I think we like a day, but like 2 or 3 billion sea creatures, and most of those are like ground up to make pellets for cows. So we've turned cows into the biggest sea predator in existence. It's mad. We are just fucking everything. But yeah, apart from that, the individual ones sometimes get me. If I see someone just, you know this type of thing you see on fucking Twitter, animal cruelty. Yeah, I want to punch him in the face. Although I never lose the empathy for the animal, obviously, but I guess I do lose a little bit of empathy and forgiveness for animal cruelty, and you can't help that. If I thought about it, I probably wouldn't punch him in the face if I was in a tuxedo. Well, I think I got through that without mentioning it, didn't I? Well, thank you, everyone. That's all we've got time for. So, buy Absolutely Mental, if you want. Watch Life on the Road on Disney Plus. I haven't got it, but I'm flogging stuff. I don't even know where you can get it, or what else? What else can I flog? Thanks for watching Afterlife. It's crazy. It's absolutely mental. Just all the lovely tweets still flooding in. People still starting it and finishing it and starting again. And, because of that, people have gone back and discovered Derek and Humanity. So, Afterlife, Derek, Humanity, Life on the Road on Disney+. Why am I plugging that? I shouldn't be plugging that, should I? Absolutely Mental. At absolutelymental.com. That's mine. I'll find out. Sam Harris has just given that to Disney Plus or Tesco's, Walmart's. Good. Well, I've run out of shit to say, haven't I, really? So, thank you very much. Be kind to animals. Happy birthday, Gunnar. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.